There you go. Hello, everyone. My name is Tina Hewerman, and I am one of the most grateful people to be a part of this tribe of people that are joining this call tonight. I am one of many that are sharing the benefits of the products that we have on hand with HB Naturals. Tonight, we are going to be talking about the essential oil collection, Women of the Bible. And we have some great, amazing speakers that will be with us tonight. And the formulation, the products, the purity was one of the things that drew me to this company. The purity of the products was so important to me because I've walked away from companies that could not prove that they are pure. I've walked away from companies that changed products afterwards. And I know that this company is going to only provide the absolute best of what we have. But we do have to do a medical disclaimer real quick. The statements made in this meeting, this website, or any Heart and Body Natural literature or presentation have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. HBN products are not intended to diagnose, prevent, treat, or cure any disease. Information on our website, literature, or any presentation is not intended as medical advice and is not intended to replace the primary relationship you have with your primary healthcare provider. Who is Alexandria Brighton? Tonight we're talking about an essential oil collection that was designed by one of the world's most renowned essential oil formulators in the entire world. Alexandria Brighton is an aromatherapy formulator, educator, and owner of the Brighton Institute of the Botanical Studies, with over 30 years of experience in Ayurvedic medicine, aromatherapy, herbal, and natural remedies in the world. Alexandria is deeply intuitive nature, spiritual wisdom, and ability to effectively share information set her apart from cutting-edge formulator and inspiring instructor. Early on, she discovered she had particular talent for the formulation of synergistic blends for medical, emotional, and energy healing. And tonight we get to learn about one of her most prized collections, the Women of the Bible. And I'm so excited to share with you these amazing women. Nicole, if you could unmute yourself, I would love to introduce you.
Hey,
Sure,
Tina,
hi.
we don't see any slides. Are we supposed to be seeing slides or?
Yes.
Yeah, all we see is a pink and purple. There you go. Wait.
Yep.
That was almost it.
Almost. Thank you.
Murphy's working overtime again.
I'm telling you what, I must have a lot coming to me because I am having a lot. There we go. And what can you see now?
We can see it now, Tina. I mean, it's not full screen, but it's better than what I could do. We can see me.
There we go.
There you go. Perfect.
All right.
Perfect.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
tonight I get
Tina.
to introduce to you Nicole Ester, who is a naturopath. I have followed this woman for about 6 months now, and her knowledge and product integration for her clients is absolutely amazing. Nicole is married with 4 girls, 3 grandbabies, and loves to travel. So Nicole, I want you, if you could please, can you share with us the basics of essential oils, how it applies to our body, how do you use it, and how does it get into our bloodstream?
Sure, I absolutely will. I have been using essential oils for a long, long time. They are a staple. I don't go anywhere without them. As a matter of fact, we just went away for the weekend. I had a giant bag of them. And my husband, if you would, he jokes with me all the time because if somebody says, "Oh, I have a headache," or my back hurts, he rolls his eyes and he was like, "Oh, my wife's going to get her oils out and lather you up." That's exactly what happens. So let's talk about a little bit about what essential oils are. They are living, energetic essences of plant material, the stuff that God gave us, right? Herbs, spices, seeds. Think about like the bark of a tree, leaves, twigs, flowers. All of that is where they get that essence of plant material broken down and to get that those true essential oils. And there, of course, there are synthetic oils out there on the market, obviously, but the true synthetic oils, these are the ones that are derived from those natural sources, like I just mentioned. And we have to understand that these are scientifically proven, okay, by the medical community too, scientifically proven to be anti-infectious, antibacterial, antiviral, antiseptic, antifungal, antiparasitic, and really truly life-changing. When I was a paramedic, they were just integrating oils into the hospitals. As a matter of fact, they had a few oil nurses that were going around and treating patients after surgery and before surgery with essential oils. So they are also historically proven and have been for thousands of years. We've been using them since Jesus. When Jesus was born, they presented him with oils. And, you know, when he was anointed after he was crucified. So they've been used for thousands of years. Queen Esther used them as a beauty treatment. They're used in meditation, worship, treatment for any really illness, to cleanse and disinfect. I use them in my house daily to cleanse and disinfect, and really just generally improving the lives of all of us. And more importantly, they do not have the toxic side effects and the dangers found with over-the-counter medications or prescription pharmaceuticals. They are the oldest and some of the most powerful therapeutic agents known to man. And they have a very long history in the healing and wellness, you know, back from ancient times all the way through now into our modern world. So whether you're using them to relax or, you know, I like them for stress release, like I diffuse lavender at night, or perhaps maybe you're using digest to calm your upset stomach, or maybe some peppermint, or you use it to relieve your back pain, or, you know, even to disinfect a cut. They should be a staple in every single home, every single purse, every single diaper bag, really everything. So, so when we have such gems here, like I could go on and on about our essential oils. When you hold a bottle of Alexandria Brighton, and by the way, you know, when I went to natural health college, she was like the godmother of natural health. That's what we called her. When you hold a bottle of Alexandria Brighton's formulated HBN essential oils, you are holding the mother nature in your hand, the infinite wisdom and the power of the plant kingdom in that little bottle. And it can bring you an endless array of health benefits, natural goodness, and amazing aromas. So with all that being said, there are some indications and contraindications when using oils. So there are some safety groups. So we have safety groups 1 through 4. Safety group 1 is like everybody from infants to pregnant, nursing, children, elderly, everybody can use them, all the way down to safety 4. And then those safety 4 categories really never recommended for children or pregnant or nursing mothers. So you just have to do your education. You have to work with a practitioner or an aromatherapist, and you always have to do your diligence, because they are really, really powerful. And they're highly concentrated, and they should only be used in really small amounts. So before using an essential oil, become familiar with its properties, with its methods, with, you know, how you apply it, with its toxicity, with its precautions, and really importantly, the contraindications. So like if you, or let's say a member of your family becomes ill, do not just go dump a bottle of essential oils all over them. You know, get proper medical treatment first, by a qualified healthcare provider. And then you can proceed with complementary aromatherapy or, massage oils or things like that. They're not supposed to replace proper medical care. They're supposed to enhance it. Okay. So, and also don't replace somebody's existing medication unless they're under the guidance of a medical practitioner. Okay. So how do you use them? Well, there's lots of ways you can use them. Some of these ways, you guys all know, and I'm not going to tell you anything you don't already know. But I'm just going to reiterate them. Aromatherapy, we can diffuse them, or a person can inhale them, put them on a cotton ball or a tissue and inhale them. You can do it that way. So direct inhalation, again, diffusing. You can put them in a spray bottle, make sure that it's a glass bottle, and you can do it that way. Topically, transdermally applied directly to the skin. And used with carrier oils like grapeseed oil or coconut oil. You can fractionate it down and use that for massage oils. You can put them in bath salts, Epsom salts, add the oil. Again, you're going to have to go by what the proper amount is for each oil. And other ways you can use them is internally. You can use them sublingually under the tongue. You can use them in a gelatin cap or a veggie cap, like we call them. We could drop the oil in a capsule, put the top back on it and ingest it like that. And I don't know if a lot of people know this, but you can insert them vaginally and rectally, like as suppositories. So that, keep in mind, again, you should be working with a practitioner or somebody that knows essential oils very well when you're doing those types of, things. So the oil I'm talking about tonight is Ruth, the woman of the Bible. And I love this story. It's in the Old Testament. It's kind of sandwiched between Judges and Samuel. And Ruth was a real overcomer. And she was married to one of Naomi's sons. And both Naomi's husband and her two sons both passed away. And then Ruth went on to marry Boaz and then had a child with Boaz. So she's also the great grandmother to King David, and she's an ancestor to Jesus himself. So she married into an Israelite family, but then was eventually converted to Judaism. And this blend of oil, if you haven't smelled it, it's amazing. It can help you remember your personal relationship with God and with your family and friends, and instill those relationships in peace beyond all understanding. This blend reminds all of us to be grateful for all the love and support that these relationships provide to us. And Ruth's blend is so powerful in a way that it instills faith and commitment needed to move forward and do whatever it's necessary to make your life what you know it can be. So Ruth is a safety group 3. So if you don't know what that is, look it up. I am just going to go over a few of the ingredients. I'm just going to mention really quick, because I know Michelle's going to go over myrrh, but myrrh is one of the ingredients, and Queen Esther used this as a skin beauty treatment. So I thought it was cool that myrrh in this too. But ingredient highlights: rose. So this oil is really good for fatigue and stress. Okay. What woman is not fatigued and stressed, right? So this should come in 5-gallon buckets, if you want my opinion. Rose geranium is one of the ingredients, and it helps to reconnect us with life and our emotional sensitivity and a healthy thirst for pleasure and enjoyment. And it is indicated for chronic anxiety, infertility, and symptoms associated with menopause. Okay. Next ingredient is angelica, and it has been used for thousands of years for a variety of medicinal and emotional uses. It's very, very helpful in anxiety, fear, and depression. See there is a definite theme here. And it also helps assist with heavy menses, menopause, and circulation issues. And lastly, jasmine influences the emotional part of us, And there is literally no other essential oil out there quite as capable as changing our mood like jasmine. So if you have those unresolved emotional blocks, hello, raise your hand if you do. I think we all do. Coldness, fear, paranoia, jasmine is your go-to oil. So how to use this oil in Ruth's times, essential oils were burned like incense. Okay. And they were used during prayer and offerings. Today, we can do that without smoke. We diffuse them. So you can do this in a diffuser. You can do it in a bath, 10 drops of Ruth to some bath salt, put it in a bath, soak in there for 10, 20 minutes. Beautiful. Or apply it topically. Applied to the head and feet was a really important way to use essential oil in Ruth's time. So women were also known to apply essential oils back then to their entire body as lotion, since this was thought to enhance their connection with God in their spiritual life. And 2 more points, and then I'm done. You can apply 1 to 2 drops to the heart area and know that you are not insignificant to God, and that you are loved, and that you are cared for. And the last thing you can do is apply 1 to 2 drops to the top of your head, our personal connection point to the divine guidance and protection that we receive from God himself. So wonderful oil. And if you didn't get it yet, I highly suggest you do. I diffuse it all the time. And that's all I have tonight, Tina.
That was absolutely amazing. One of the things that you said, you shared one of my favorite scriptures was the peace beyond all understanding. And this past year, I've really had to lean into that to get to where I'm at today. Our next presenter is Michelle Carroll, and Michelle is one of my personal uplines. And I love this woman so much. She is a true warrior mama of 2. She is passionate about educating people about nutrition and plants and the benefits that come from both of those. And her goal is to have a nonprofit healing ranch in 2 to 4 years. And if you've never been on one of the calls before where Michelle has shared her story, please ask whoever invited you to this call in order to be able to hear that, because once you follow her and you understand the power of everything she has going on, you will truly understand what an amazing woman she is. And Michelle is going to talk on Mary tonight, which is one of my favorite women of the Bible. Michelle, go ahead, take it away.
Hello, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you, yes.
Thank you so much, Tina. I love you guys so much. This is such an amazing team, and it's an honor to be on this call with you. And Nicole, thank you so much. You crushed it. Always love listening to you. I am going to cover Mary, which is our Relax and Reflect blend. And I'm going to start with one of my favorite verses, Luke 1:35. An angel answered her, "The Holy Spirit will come upon you, and the power of the Most High will overshadow you. Therefore, the child to be born will be called the Holy, the Son of God." Mary was a good, loving mother to Jesus and remained obedient to God throughout her life. She was the only person present at her son's birth and death. She watched her son be rejected and made to suffer on the cross. And this blend can help reestablish your sense of connection. It will nurture and help heal your spiritual self. Mary blend is a powerful way to instill strength and faith needed to move forward. And Mary teaches us to listen to our inner guiding voice, always mindful of our destiny. And you can use Mary blend whenever you feel the need for strength and divine guidance. I'm going to cover some ingredients. The first ingredient is rose. Rose brings harmony between spirit and the mental, emotional, and physical. Essential oil of rose is a miracle of nature. It is truly exceptional. Rose expands our awareness and leads to faith. According to a PubMed study, rose is traditionally used for treatment of abdominal and chest pain, strengthening the heart, menstrual bleeding, digestive problems, and also constipation. The next ingredient is Lang Lang Complete, and it can be helpful to promote relaxation, kill bacteria, lower high blood pressure, and increase sexual desire. It helps with relieving inflammation, fighting parasites, regulating heartbeat, healing cardiac problems, lifting someone's mood, lowering anxiety, promoting healthy intestinal function. It's also used in food and beverages, used as flavoring and preservative agent, and in product manufacturing as well. It's also used in cosmetics, household cleaners, hair products, and soap. Also, geranium rose is in this blend, and I'm going to skip over that since Nicole covered it. Sandalwood is used in many different ways in spiritual traditions of the East and is an iconic fragrance for calming and focusing the mind. It can help to balance emotions, ground the mind, and lessen mental tensions. Sandalwood oil helps nourish the skin, improve elasticity of skin cells, even out skin tone. It's also anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, antioxidant, and anti-proliferative agent. It has shown promise in clinical trials for treatment of acne, psoriasis, eczema, and common warts, and can promote calmness, lower stress, and improve sleep quality, mood, and attentiveness. Another ingredient is pink tuberose. Pink tuberose is loved and desired around the world for its stress-relieving aphrodisiac properties. It is believed to be calming to the nervous system and can promote creativity, sensuality, and a positive outlook on life. It can also help prevent anemia, used for insomnia, relaxation, strengthening the immune system, and has been used also for influenza and provides relief from strep throat. Myrrh is also another ingredient. It is used for indigestion, ulcers, colds, cough, asthma, lung congestion, arthritis pain, cancer, leprosy, spasms, syphilis. It's also used as a stimulant to increase menstrual flow. Myrrh is applied directly to mouth for soreness and swelling, gingivitis, canker sores, chapped lips. It's also used topically for hemorrhoids, bed sores, wounds, abrasions, and boils. And the last one I'm going to cover, there's also lavender, which is pretty basic. A lot of you know what lavender does, and pink grapefruit, but one that many of you may not be familiar with is spikenard, which is antifungal, antimicrobial, antioxidant, hepatoprotective, and cardioprotective properties. It may lower blood pressure in reducing both systolic and diastolic blood pressure in essential hypertension. It's also helped insomnia and central nervous system disorders. It acts as a brain tonic and helps improve memory and functions by preventing cell damage due to antioxidant properties. This has a carrier oil, so there's no need to dilute this. Application, you can diffuse, you can use it in the bath or topically, and the safety category is number 3. Thank you so much.
That is amazing. Can you imagine combining that with our fulvic acid? That would be,
oh my goodness, so amazing. Yes.
right to the cellular level. Thank you so much, Michelle. Your leadership and passion for helping others is just so amazing to follow you. Thank you. Next up, we have Jessica Tossi with the Saucy. I love how Landy says that when she says your name with so much love and devotion, because you're such a servant leader. Jessica lives in Des Moines, Washington, which is a small city right outside of the Puget Sound in the Pacific Northwest. Single mom of 4 kids, youth advisor for her church's youth group, local middle school PTSA president, and they have a Jack Russell named Woody. Jessica, tonight you chose to talk about Queen Ester, and she is another one of my favorites. I actually dressed up as her for a 34-week Bible study one time and would not let anyone speak unless they touched my golden scepter. So I love anything Queen Ester because I completely resonate with her. So take it away and tell us about this amazing oil.
Great. Can you hear me?
I sure can. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, I love Queen Ester also. About 4 years ago, one of my church groups, we read a book and it included Queen Ester, and I just got so much information, and she's one of my favorites now also. So to go on about her, she was a Jew from a tribe of Benjamin who grew up as an exile in Persia. The name Esther means star and is a derivation of a root name of the goddess Ishtar. Hadassah, which means myrtle, is a branch that signifies peace and thanksgiving. 2 things that Queen Esther brought to her people. Queen Esther's transformation from an orphan girl to a true queen and a leader is incredible and awe-inspiring. Her story is about what happened in her time as well as the legacy she left to the women today. Esther was an incredible woman who came into her own power when she realized the fate of her people lay in her own hands. She reveled her intelligence, became a savvy strategist, calculated risk taker, and powerful commanding leader. Risking her own life, she found the courage to use her gifts that God gave her to help save her people. Nicole talked about safety groups. This oil is considered a safety group number 3. If you're not sure what that means, get back with the person who brought you to this call, and they will help you figure out what that means for you and your family. This has some great ingredients. I'll go over a couple of them and just give you information on only just a couple, because like I said, there's way too many to talk about on this call. But black spruce, lavender vera, sage, rose, we have cypress, sandalwood. Black spruce can free and calm the mind while elevating the spirit. It's emotionally grounding, yet at the same time stimulating. It's an excellent refresher for physical or mental exhaustion, like stress or anxiety. Lavender vera is increasingly rare and valuable essential oil. It has a calming scent that makes it an excellent tonic for the nervous system. It helps with headaches and migraines, anxiety, depression, and emotional stress. Sandalwood, it's used in many different ways in the spiritual traditions of the East and is an iconic fragrance for calming and focus of the mind. It can help balance emotions, ground the mind, and lessen mental tensions. You can use this oil quite a few different ways. One of my favorite ways to use this oil is actually as a mist. So you can put about 6 to 8 drops in a spray bottle, add distilled water, and mist it. You sort of use it like a perfume. That's how I use it actually. You can also diffuse it, put about 10 to 15 drops into a diffuser. You can also bathe in it or do a foot bath. When you bathe, you're just going to do about 10 drops and then add about a half cup of an Epsom salt or some sort of bath salt and soak for about 20 minutes. If you want to do a foot soak, you're going to take that recipe and cut it down by half. You can also use this topically. One great way to use it is actually add about 8 to 10 drops to your favorite lotion and use that as like a carrier oil. And you can put that all over your body, like after a bath or a shower. Helps make you feel extremely good. See here, one more thing about when you bathe in it. Queen Esther, she liked to, when you were soaking your bath, she liked to say a prayer or maybe say an affirmation to help overcome your past or present fears, to help you find courage to do what is needed to be done. Queen Esther bath detoxes your past fear imprints and will allow courageous action to take place. So that's all I have about Queen Esther.
Absolutely amazing. And I just noticed I forgot to update that photo on there, but thank you so much, Jessica. And she truly was a woman ahead of her time, and so thankful that we have that oil in our lineup. And we want to thank you all for joining us on the call tonight. We do plants, not pills. And following this call, there will be a business opportunity call with Coach Marcus, One Team, One Dream, hangout.com. Next Thursday, we are going to be covering the whole body collection. If you're interested in any of these oils, please reach out to the woman or the person that invited you to the call. They will not only share a way for you to have a free membership in this wholesale club, but they can also share with you Recipes from the Still Room, which is a 55-page document that was put together by Alexandria Brighton and the team, the aromatherapy team, in order to help educate. You will have recipes in there for different rooms in your house, different ways to use it, as well as different emotions that you can invoke from using the essential oils. So with that, we are going to end this meeting. Again, please get back to the person that invited you to the meeting for more information. We do appreciate your time. Thank you so much.